After middle school, went to high school, and I had hoped they wouldn't be as strict. I'd heard they were more lax about the dress code. We wouldn't have to do as much. And then my sister got there. She was 2 years older. She said, "Oh no, they take the dress code serious. They're actually double harsh about it." So I had 4 more years of dress code, and a new thing, which I didn't really think twice about it. We had to walk in through the metal detector, and then every fifth person got taken aside and scanned. I thought nothing of it. I was like, whatever. Nobody had anything because this is before smartphones. People had cell phones, but you could hide them, or you could hand them to them and they'd hold them till the end of the day. But since then, I've talked to people about that. And you've seen it in movies too. Like, it happens all the time. You see those scary looking high schools, like, was that movie Dope, where they have to go through the metal detector and they have a drug dog and everything. That's kind of what my high school was like. And people have been like, what? You had to do that? What, did you go to reform school? No. I mean, some scary stuff had happened there. It was the area of the middle school and high school in, it was not a good neighborhood. It was low income housing, and the ones near that, you could call it the ghetto, and there were ghetto people. There were drug deals happening by the school. There were all kinds of stuff. When I was in elementary school, or maybe even before, there was a school shooting, and that scared a bunch of people. There wasn't anything like that happened then. Nobody brought a gun to school, at least that I knew of. And then another time, they had the police come in and they searched lockers. And that happened from time to time. That was no big deal. But then they'd get girls to grab their bras and shake them. I wasn't there for this, but my sister told me secondhand. She's like, I didn't know people could hide stuff until a bunch of girls had a bunch of pills and got arrested. They had failed the bra check. That was scary. And then in my senior year, I went to a new high school, and one day this police officer, we had 5 police officers patrolling the school. It was a big school. And they came by the classroom and he said, he's like, well, we're doing cavity searches, but y'all got too many females. Yes, you heard that right. I just missed out on being cavity searched. And this was an AP class. So I didn't understand the need for us to be cavity searched, but I definitely missed out on that one. And people still got paddled, but high school there was less, like, dress code infractions. They weren't as tough on it. So they were kind of right in that regard, but you had to have your shirt tucked in. And I really felt bad for girls because after elementary school, they could not wear shorts. It was jeans every day because I think the shorts limit was something ridiculous, and no girls had boy length shorts, and even if they did, they'd look ridiculous wearing them, so they wouldn't wear them. Then my senior year, they got more lax on it, and it was fingertip length. So some of the tiny short girls basically wore Daisy Duke shorts and got away with it. So that was a nice change in more ways than one.